Hi guys, I hope everyone's doing good. In today's video, I want to chat to you guys about Genius Brands. So ticker symbol is GNUS. So from my last video on Genius Brands, I was anticipating the share price breaking that $3 resistance because it was heading up to that resistance with very good volume. So I was anticipating the breakthrough of that resistance and the price to continue heading up. But since then, that has not been the case as the share price has just dropped. So in today's video, I want to address why that's the case. And also I'm going to provide you guys with the latest updates on Genius Brands, the company, and what they're up to. But before I get into today's video, check this out. This video is brought to you by Weibo. If you'd like to get 2 free stocks valued at $1,850, check the link in the description box below. Welcome back to Investor Prime TV. David here. If you're new, this channel is a one-stop shop for anything investment. So investment ideas, investment discussions, stock picks, when to get in the market, when to get out. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads. With that being said, let's get this bread. So we're currently on the chart of Genius Brands, so ticker symbol is GNUS. So from my last video, as we can see, the share price was heading towards this $3 resistance, and I anticipated that the price was going to break this $3 resistance, and the reason for that was that it was heading towards the $3 resistance with very good volume. And as we can see on the next session on the 24th of March, there was still very good volume. However, it was a bearish close. I believe from this bullish close that this was a slight market correction. And from there on, the price was going to head towards the $3 and break it and continue. However, since then, the market's taken a total 180. There's been a gap low. Today's session has been pretty much bearish the whole session, although there's been some pullback from the bulls. But the reason for this bearish candle is, I believe, is this whole buy the rumor, sell the news situation. So the news that came out today was that Genius Brands were collaborating with Marvel Studios. However, on the website, they've announced that there was going to be an announcement on the 30th of March. So a lot of investors seeing this would have anticipated something happening and anticipated that there was going to be a lot of demand towards the share price. And that was essentially the case because the share price has been rising until today, which it just dropped. So if we have a look at the 50 MA on a technical basis, so the share price fell and it right now is testing this 50 period moving average as a support. On the technical basis, why the share price fell so hard was that this reversion to the mean. When the share price deviates far enough away from a moving average, it tends to revert back to that moving average. So this was the case on a technical basis. So right now, as I've mentioned, it's testing this 50 MA. So we'll just need to wait to see what the share price does around this 50 MA. So it might take a day or two for you to see what's going on around this 50 MA. However, if the share price breaks this 50 MA, then I can see it heading towards $1.50 as there's a strong support around $1.50. There's a hammer candlestick pattern and a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern followed by another hammer around $1.50. So this indicates a very strong bullish presence around $1.50, i.e. being a very good support. So it's looking like it wants to test the $1.50. However, it has to test the 50 period moving average first of all. And by the looks of things, the 50 period moving average is holding its own. So for those who are looking to hold Genius Brands long term, i.e. solid investors in Genius Brands, so I want to show you guys the longer term time period. So that's the monthly time period. So each of these candles represents 1 month. So as you can see, the share price rose towards the 50 period moving average on the monthly time frame and tested it. This 50 period moving average was holding as a good resistance. So the share price fell back down, but it looks like it's testing it again. However, this being the 30th of March, essentially the end of the month. And right now the share price is just at the 50 period moving average. So I'll wait to see what happens next month, whether the share price breaks this 50 period moving average, acting as a resistance right now. And if it breaks this 50 period moving average, then this is the first step towards heading to the moon, guys. If it breaks this 50 period moving average and stays above it for next month or the next couple of months, then I can see the share price heading towards $11 long term. So guys, for the long term and even momentum plays, Genius Brands is looking pretty good on a technical note. And also on a fundamental note, as a company, Genius Brands is also looking good for the long term. As this month, they've announced a number of collaborations. So these collaborations are effectively fundamental catalysts. So catalyst number 1 is that Genius Brands, they're working with Shaq. So they're working with Shaq to bring to life the Shaq's Garage. Catalyst number 2 is that Genius Brands is working with Tanki Inc. to bring to life a cartoon version of Roblox. And catalyst number 3, Genius Brands are working with Marvel Studios. These 3 catalysts are effectively Genius Brands that are working with big names. So working with those big names and looking to bring to light those big shows. So Genius Brands are serious about the future of this company. And also for the short term, there's the holiday season coming up. So there'll be a lot more kids streaming and watching Genius Brands shows. So that's a good sign for the company because they'll effectively be getting customers in the form of teenagers and of course adults who love cartoons. So if you enjoy the content that I put out on Genius Brands, then make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads of Genius Brands that I put out. And if you like to support the channel, then you guys can sign up to my Patreon. The link is in the description box below. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.